I've made over $100,000 using this one simple strategy I'm going to break down in this video. And this strategy is even so simple that my dog Metro could use this strategy if he wanted. This strategy works great when you see a trend being formed and you see a high low or a lower high within that trend. This way of trading is very simple and it offers a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio every time this trade sets up. It will help you gain more confidence as a trader and it will help you see the markets with much more clarity. So whatever stage you are in as a trader, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and make sure you guys follow me on Instagram where I'm posting daily content. And also if you want to be mentored by me one-on-one and you want to learn my strategy more in depth, click the link in my description and book a call. Now without further ado, let's get in my computer and let's make some money. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my computer where the magic happens. With this strategy, I am focused on trading indices, NAS 100, S&P 500, and US 30. So if you guys haven't already, go to this watch list button, click plus, type in all, type in NAS 100, and add NAS 100 Awanda. Then we're going to type in US 30. US 30 Awanda right here, and then you are going to type in SPX 500 Awanda. Once you add them, you can actually go through them and look at every one of those pairs. Now, when I am using this strategy, guys, I like to be using it on the 1 minute or the 5 minute time frame. Very, very important information right there. Now, when I'm trading, I do like to be using a specific time. You can either use the market open, which is at 9:30 a.m. EST. And we can see the market had this beautiful lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Ultimately, the market was in a beautiful, beautiful downtrend. And then price broke the trend line and started to push up. Now, ideally, I like to trade within the first 30 minutes of the market open. I find that that has the most volume. But another very optimal time that you guys can look at that I've been kind of using lately is between 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here. So between this window of time, this is also a really good time window to be looking. We can see price did hit this support right here. Came up for a higher high, higher low, and I actually did get into a trade here, and then it pushed up to a new higher high and a higher low. So you have two time windows that you can use when you are looking at this strategy. Now, what are we looking for? I want to see price make a specific trend. And if you guys want to know some very valuable information, you guys go and get this indicator. I'm going to put it on my chart real quick. Actually, we don't really need it. It's fine. We'll ignore that. So what I like to do is I like to look at the open of the New York session, which is at 5 a.m. PST, 8 a.m. EST. And I like to see price start making a specific trend. Now we can see at the market open, it kind of pushed up and did this false breakout right here. So if we look at the market, guys, look at how it did this false breakout. And what that's doing is there's retail traders, very beginner traders that are in the markets, and they jump. They're like that dumb fish in the crowd that jumps at every single lure in the water and they get caught, killed, and eaten. Well, their other fish friends are like, ha, we knew what that was. We're not going to fall for that. All the beginner traders, they see this quick flashy move and like, oh my gosh, the market's pushing up because this wick was once filled as a bullish candle. And what is it at? It is at the market open. So all these beginner traders are buying all in here and the market makers just snatch it away and drop it to the downside. So what I like to see, instead of getting caught up in this stupid little move, I like to see the market start making a specific trend. And what do I mean by trend? All I want to see is price break a specific point of support or resistance. So at the time being, this was our support. This candle right here at 934 closed below this support, intending that price wanted to drop. So ideally, you could have seen this lower low. And what do I see? We have this previous lower low that formed this lower high, then it broke a new lower low. This point in the market went lower than it did right here. So this is a new lower low. Then we have a lower high. Now I'm going to give you guys some massive value in this video. If you go to indicators, let me give you guys two indicators. The first indicator, we want to type in sessions, and we're going to add sessions Asia, London, New York colored right here. Once you do that, you're going to go right here to this tab, and then you're going to go to the settings, and you only want to have New York clicked. And I have my color in this gray with the opacity at 10%, and this indicator is showing us where the New York session is. Now another indicator that I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to delete one of my indicators and I'll add it later, is if you go to indicators and you type in Lux Algo, all one word, and then fair value gap right here, you add this one to your chart, and this is going to show you where these fair value gaps are. So if I go and replay right here, look at all these fair value gaps. Now fair value gaps are basically gaps that the market leaves open and price usually retrades back into them. So it's really good for entry. So with these fair value gaps, what I'd be doing if price is pushing down then up and pushing down, what I'm looking for is a fair value gap to be made or formed within the previous lower low. So as price hits this lower high and it's making a new lower low, we can see we have this gap from this candle's wick to this candle's wick, and it makes this box. So the Lux Algo prints that fair value gap for you, but I would recommend that you guys learn how to mark up these fair value gaps. So we can see price creates this lower low, and we have this lower high. Once price hits the top of the fair value gap or the halfway point, and to get the halfway point on the fair value gap, you would just have to basically get your fibs, go from the high to the low, find the 50% level right in the middle right here, delete the fibs, and then boom, you can see it has that. Now as you get better with trading and you learn how to mark up these fair value gaps, you basically can mark it up with your rectangle. And then on the rectangle, if you go to the settings and you turn on the middle line, it will automatically have that middle line put there. So with me and fair value gaps, I like to enter when price hits the middle line, the halfway point of the fair value gap, and that's where I would sell. So two ways of entering a trade when you see this setup appear: lower low, lower high, and it would be vice versa for a buy setup. So as you see price coming back into that fair value gap, you could sell off that. Or what you could do is you could wait for price to give you a reversal candle. Now right here we have this reversal candle. We have a bullish or a bearish engulfing. We have this bullish candle right here, then we have this bearish candle. Notice how the body of the candle right here engulfs the body of the candle right here. So that's a bearish engulfing. Now you could sell right there, have your stops right above here, and then you could aim for previous support or lows right here, or you could aim for lows right here. Now ideally when we are going into this trade, I did mention in the intro that I want to see a 2-to-1. So let's go back and let's set this trade up. Let's pretend that we are looking at the market right here. This is our setup. We like this lower high. It's a bearish engulfing. It's rejected the 20 EMA. It hit the fair value gap. We have a ton of confirmation. Let's say you're not well enough to understand fair value gaps, which is fine. You would basically take a sell right here, have your stops right above this previous lower high, and then all I'm going to do is drag this down till I see risk to reward ratio 2, or like I mentioned a second ago, I can go and target previous lows or highs. So we have this low right here that I mentioned, but that's a 3.31. So hypothetically price could come to here, but all I need is a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So right here, once it says 2 in the middle, there. This is my trade setup right here. And then we could play it back and see what happens. So you can see price absolutely smashes our take profit on this candle right here. So this strategy, guys, is very simple. I'm just looking at NAS 100 on the 1 minute time frame. What you guys should do is two things. First off, go and look with this indicator, the sessions indicator and the Lux Algo fair value gap. Look at that on NAS 100 on the 1 minute time frame at the market open, and also go look at the times that I gave you from 10 to 11 a.m. Back test this. Now, first off, Don't backtest it first. Go and just scroll through your charts like this and look at those times that I gave you and see if you see any of these setups forming like I mentioned. You can see after 10 a.m. right here, price starts to push up, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So there's all these setups within this zone right here. So kind of just go through and get a visual presence on what it looks like. And then what you guys can do is go and back test it to make sure it's actually working for you. Hope you guys got value in this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Not a lot of people made it to the end of the video, but you did. Make sure you share this video with a friend. Also, comment below. I want to know who you guys are and how I can help you guys out with your trading. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping weekly videos every single week on trading to help you guys out. Look forward to seeing you guys soon.